Getting started in child's pose this morning. Let your hips sink back and down towards your heels. You can spread your knees wide to start to open up your hips, and then let your heart melt down between your legs. Extend your fingertips out in front, reaching long through your arms. With your forehead, your third eye resting down on the mat, we welcome in breath. In and out through your nose. Good. Settling in here for a couple moments this morning as we come into this space. Then come onto your mat. Feel your body pressing down into the earth. Feel your hips releasing, your heart starting to open. Then come into your body. Bring consciousness, presence, and breath into your body. Feeling every physical sensation. Feeling your breath fill up your lungs, fill up your belly. Then feeling it release and let go. Taking big, full inhales like you're taking a big sip of water. Then releasing exhale, just pouring the water out. Letting go, melting a little closer towards the earth. Start to focus on the sounds of your breath. So maybe starting to activate your ujjayi breath by contracting the back of your throat, dragging the breath in. Then dragging the breath out so it makes that oceanic wave-like sound. So as we come into our bodies, maybe you'd like to set an intention for your practice here this morning. Something you're either working on manifesting in your life or something that you just need to let go of. So when setting intentions, sometimes you just hit a wall, nothing comes up. So drop out of your head and into your heart. Into a place of intuition. What is your heart wanting to bring forth into your life, or what is it wanting to let go of? If nothing comes up, then I ask that you just set your intention on yourself in cultivating self-love, in cultivating belief and forgiveness. Just being with what is and having complete acceptance of this moment right here and right now. Let's take a couple of breaths here together. Inhaling, fill up. Let your lungs expand. Take the biggest breath you've taken all morning. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Good. 2 more breaths just like that. Inhale, fill up. Big breath of air. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Good. 3rd breath here. Inhale. Open your mouth. Make a noise. Sigh it out. Good. And walk your fingertips over towards the right side of your mat. Keep letting your hips sink back and down as your fingers extend off the edge of your mat. Feeling this left side body stretch here. Take a big breath in, reaching long. Exhale, hips sink back and down. Inhale, walking your fingertips back through center and then over and off the left side of your mat, staying low. Take a breath into your right side body stretch. Hold for your exhale. Inhale, come back through center and drag your palms underneath your shoulders. Press up to a tabletop pose. Stack your Shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Good. Inhaling to lift your head and your tailbone high for cow pose. Let your belly fall. Exhale, curl in. Release the breath as you press the earth away. Hug your belly button in towards your spine. Inhale, lift your head and tailbone high. Heart tractions forward. Exhale as you curl in. Press the earth away. Squeezing all the air out. Good. Inhale to lift. Exhale, curl in. Then close your eyes and take some big head and neck circles, some hip circles, maybe rocking from side to side, feeling into your body this morning. Maybe rocking your heart forward or pressing back. Any movement here that would feel good. Continue to find a form of expansion as you inhale and a form of release as you exhale. Finding this fluid dance between your breath and your body. Committing to this dance for the next 50 minutes or so, connecting your movement to breath. This is vinyasa. And then inhale, come back through center, shoulders stack over your wrists, hips over your knees. Spread your left fingertips wide. Inhale to lift your right arm high up towards the sky, opening your heart towards the sun, towards the right. Reach up, gaze up. Exhale as you thread the needle, lowering your right shoulder down. Release your right ear down towards the mat, then extend your left fingertips up and over your left ear towards the front of the mat. Keep lifting your hips high. Good. Actively press your right arm down into the ground to activate a little bit more of a twist here. You'll roll a little bit closer towards your right ear, maybe sending your gaze underneath your left elbow. Then press the right arm down into the mat. Take a big breath in. Exhale, drag your left palm back underneath your left shoulder. Inhale to lift your right fingertips high. Reach up, gaze up. Exhale, lowers your right palm down. Spread your fingers wide on the mat. Then inhale, lift your left arm high, stacking your left shoulder open on top of the right. Reaching up through your left fingertips, take a big breath in. Exhale to thread the needle, lowering your left shoulder down towards the mat. And moving slow and with breath here. Moving slow enough that you can take those full and complete inhales. Extend your right arm up and over your right ear. Then start to actively press the left arm down into the ground, activating that twist through your spine, opening your heart a little bit more towards the right. Breath in. Exhale, drag your right palm back underneath your right shoulder. Palm plants. Inhale, lift your left arm high, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, plant your left hand down. Good. Then tuck your toes, press your hips high for downward facing dog. Start to pedal your dog out here, bending into one knee and then the other, rocking your hips from side to side. Starting to warm up your hamstrings. Deepening your breath. Spread your fingers wide so that your index finger points forward. The rest of your fingers are fanning out so that your biceps can roll forward, your triceps roll back, so you have this external rotation with your arms, allowing your heart to melt back towards the top of your thighs. Relax your head and neck. Maybe shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Take a big breath in. Let the breath rise up your spine, maybe shooting out your tailbone. Then exhale, rinse the breath down the backs of your legs as your heels start to melt closer towards the earth. Your legs start to straighten. 2 more breaths just like that. Circle the breath up your spine. Hips lift high. Relax your head and neck. Exhale, wash the breath down the backs of your legs as your heels melt towards the earth. Big breath in, up through the spine. Tailbone reaches high. Exhale, breath cascades down the back of your legs like a waterfall as your legs melt, your heels reach towards the earth. Good. Then tiptoe your feet up to the top of your mat, forward folding. You can keep a slight bend in your knees as you grab for opposite elbows and ragdoll. Swaying from side to side. Good. Stay connected to your breath. One more big breath here. Inhale. Exhale, release your palms down. Heel toe your big toes to touch 1 inch between your heels. Inhale to halfway lift. Press your palms into your shins and lengthen your spine long. Reach the crown of your head forward. Your tailbone reaches back. Then reach your shoulders away from your ears as your shoulders draw back and down onto your back. Belly button hugs in towards your spine. Take a breath in here, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, circle your arms, palms touch up and overhead. Exhale, swan dive all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift, palms press to your shins or into the mat. Exhale to fold. Inhale, circle your arms to stand, reach up, stand up. Exhale, swan dive all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle your arms up to stand, pausing here. If your big toes aren't already touching, make sure your big toes come to touch 1 inch between your heels. Good, clasp your hands, releasing your index finger to point towards the sky. Good, so we're just standing here, but we're gonna fully activate our body. So starting with your feet, ground down through all 4 corners of your feet. So feel your big toe mound growing down, rooting in towards the earth. Feeling the outside edges of your feet, then the inside edges of your heels, and the outside edges of your heels. Rooting in towards the earth, visualizing this root growing down from the soles of your feet, connecting you into the core of the earth. Then activate through your legs, straightening, hugging muscle to bone, yogi talk for flexing your muscles. So you feel that slight lift in your kneecaps. Then turn your tailbone down towards the earth, tipping your pubis forward, activating through your core. Good, you should start to feel your body to burn here, even though we're just standing here, right? We're just standing here and breathing. Everything is strong and active like a strong tree, rooting down and then rising up, reaching up through our fingertips. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Entire body is strong and active. Take a big breath in. Exhale, press your hips to the left as you reach your fingertips up, 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 and then over towards the right. And keep breathing here, activating through your legs, through your core, drawing your left shoulder back, your right shoulder forward. Reaching long through your fingertips. Hold here for 1 more breath cycle, inhaling. Holding for your exhale. Good. Inhale, lifts you back up through center. Reactivate your feet, your legs, your hips, and your core. Take a big breath in. Exhale, press your hips towards the right as your fingertips reach up and over towards the left. This time your right shoulder rolls back, your left shoulder draws forward so that your heart starts to reach up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky. Good, keep activating through your feet, through your legs, and keep breathing here. Hold for 1 more breath cycle, inhale. Bending in a little deeper, exhale. Inhale reaches you back up through center. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold. Bend your knees, lower your butt all the way down to the ground. Then we'll lift up into boat pose. Balancing on your sits bones, lift your shins to hover above the earth. Everyone start with your clasp behind the back of your thighs. We're going to use this clasp to lift your heart up and then broaden across your collarbones. So feel your heart lift, feel your collarbones widen. Balancing on your sits bones. When you find your balance here, then extend your fingertips forward and don't let your heart fall. Keep lifting up. Good. Yes, maybe you smile here. You guys look amazing. Keep lifting up. Holding here for 5 breath rounds. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 1. Exhale. Good. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, lower to hover and hold, low boat. Straighten through your legs, reach your fingertips forward, keep your scapula lifted up off the mat as you press down into your sits bones. Holding here for 5 breath rounds. Inhale 5. Exhale. Inhale 4. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 1. Exhale. Good. Stay here and then just start to kick your legs. We're going to hold here for 30 seconds, just legs straight, kicking like little scuba steves in the bathtub. Keep your shoulder blades lifted up off the mat. Good, you guys. Keep kicking, keep pointing through your toes. Keep breathing here. Holding for 10, for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release all the way down. Good. Release your legs down to the mat. Reach your arms up and over your head. Take a big morning stretch. Exhale, draw your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a squeeze. Good. Then grab for the backs of your thighs. Start to rock up and down the length of your spine. Rocking from your tailbone to your head. Maybe starting to straighten through your legs so that your toes touch back behind your head. Get a couple good rocks here before you plant your hands and step or hop back to downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Exhale to step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold, release all the way down. Inhale, circle your arms to stand, palms press up and overhead. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift, palms press. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank pose. Pausing here, stack your shoulders over your wrists. Find that C curve in your spine so that your hips start to lift up and not sag down. Good. Legs are straight and strong and you're on your tippy toes. Take a breath in to shift forward. Send your gaze out in front of your fingertips towards the top of your mat. Exhale, bend your elbows, lowering as slow as you can all the way down towards the earth. Untuck your toes and inhale to lift your heart for baby cobra. Pausing here, maybe you hover your hands up off the mat and see if you can keep your heart still lifting high. Good. Exhale, lengthen your spine as you lower down. Then release your hands to clasp at your lower back. Press your palms together. Good. Bring your big toes to touch and actively press the tops of your feet down and towards the mat. Roll your shoulders back and down. Inhale to lift up, dragging the clasp of your hands towards the back of the room. Good. Back of your neck stays long as you gaze down up at the top of your mat. Keep breathing here. Inhale. Hold for your exhale. One more breath in. Lift. Exhale to release and lower down. Switch the clasp of your hands. Opposite thumb on top, the one that feels a little awkward. Press your palms together. Roll your shoulders back and down. Inhale, lift up, reach your heart up. Option to lift your toes up off the mat this time as well, balancing on the front of your pubis. Keep lifting up, toes lifting, heart lifting. Keep your gaze neutral. Hold for one more breath cycle. Inhale. Exhale to release and slowly lower you down. Release the clasp of your hands and bring your hands to plant underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes underneath your heels and press up, plank pose. Good. Everybody feeling good? We love plank pose. Let's take 5 breaths here. Shoulders over your wrists. Inhale. Belly button towards your spine. Exhale. Inhale, 4. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale. Good. Strong core. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 1. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Good. Take a big breath in. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale to halfway lift. Reach your heart forward. Press your tailbone back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, circle your arms to stand. Palms press up and overhead. Bend your knees, sink your hips back and down, chair pose. Good, rock your weight back into your heels. Bending deeply into your knees, feel your heart lift. Dropping your shoulders away from your ears here. Hold for your next breath cycle in. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands plant, step or hop back, chaturanga. Lowering to hover. Inhale to lift your heart through baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale over the tops of your feet, back to downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, curl in, knee to nose. Shift your shoulders over your wrists, wringing out all the air as you shift forward. Inhale, kick your right leg up and back. Good. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Turn your left toes down for warrior 1. Press into the outside edge of your left foot. Inhale, lift up. Good, then drag your right hip back, your left hip forward so that your hips square off towards the front of the room. Bend into your right knee. Good, hold for your breath in. Exhale, fold over your right leg. Come into your low runner's lunge. So onto your left tippy toes, plant your left hand down, twist your right arm open, stacking your right shoulder up on top of the left. Opening your heart towards the right side, take a breath in. Exhale, lower your right palm down, step back, plank pose, flowing through your vinyasa, lower to hover, chaturanga. Inhale, lift your heart high. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Good. Next, inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, curl in, knee to nose. Shift forward so that your shoulders stack over your wrists. Wring out all the air. Inhale, kick it up and back. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Turn your right toes down. Press into the outside edge of your right foot. Inhale for warrior 1. Good, so use that press into the right edge of your foot to steer your left hip back and drive your right hip forward. So if you had little laser beams on the front of your hips, they would shine straight forward. Reach up, breath in. Exhale, lower. Fold over your left leg. Come onto your right tippy toes. Plant your right hand down. Twist your left arm open. Opening your heart towards the left side of the room. Take a breath in. Exhale, lowers your left palm down, step back, and flow through your vinyasa, connecting movement to breath. Stay present in your body, moving slow enough that you can take complete inhales and complete exhales. Meaning back, downward facing dog. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold, bend your knees, chair pose, lift your heart. Arms reach, heart reaches, hips sink back and down. Hug your legs together like you're holding a piece of paper between your knees. Stay super active through your legs as you rock your weight a little bit further back and towards your heels. Take a breath in. Exhale to stand, bring your hands to heart center. Close your eyes and reconnect with your intention. Inhale, circle your arms up and overhead. Reach up, gaze up. Exhale, chair pose. Bend your knees. Drop your hips low. Rocking your weight back into your heels. Deepen your breath. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Then we'll twist our left elbow outside of your right knee for prayer twist. Keep bending into your knees. Your left knee is going to want to shift forward. Draw it back in line with your right knee. Take a breath in to reach the crown of your head forward, your tailbone back. As you exhale, you deepen your twist. Belly button towards your spine. Hold here for one more breath cycle. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Straighten through your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms. Step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhaling to lift your heart high. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Good, adding on now. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Curl in, knee to nose. Inhale, kick it up and back. Exhale, right knee to your right elbow, shifting forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale to twist, right knee towards your left elbow. Then kick it out towards the left side for fallen triangle. Come onto the razor edge of your right foot as you lift your hips high. Reach your left arm up towards the sky. Good. Maybe you turn your right toes down towards the ground. Press your hips a little bit higher. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower your left palm down. Slowly draw your right knee back into your chest. Then kick it up and back for three-legged dog. Good. Exhale, step through. Warrior one, lift. Turn your left toes down. Breath in. Exhale, release your palms to clasp at your lower back. Press your palms together. Keep pressing into the outside edge of your left foot. Inhale to reach the palms towards the earth. Lift your sternum, lift your chin. Exhale, fold in, drawing your right shoulder inside of your right knee for humble warrior. Your palms can stay resting on your sacrum, or you can reach them up towards the sky. Maybe extending up and over towards your head. Keep bending into your right knee and then draw that right hip back and down. Your right hip's going to want to flare out and give you some tail feathers. Let's draw those tail feathers back in and underneath your body. Let your head hang heavy like an apple hanging at the end of a branch. Hold here for one more breath. Exhale, release your palms down. Come into your low lunge. Left hand plants right arm, twist open. Stack your right shoulder up on top of the left. Power through your left leg so your left leg is straight and strong. Activate your inner thighs. Keep your right knee bending and your arms just as they are. Inhale to lift your torso. Reach your right fingertips towards the back of the room. Left hand lifts up off the mat as you twist your heart open towards the right. Good. Keep activating through your legs to find your balance here. Powering through your left leg. Maybe you send your gaze back towards your right fingertips. Inhale. Exhale to reverse. Right palm touches the top of your left leg. Left arm reaches up and back. Breath in. Hold for your breath out. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Frame your right foot. Good, and then start to straighten through your right leg and come into pyramid pose. You might want to shorten your stance here, stepping your left leg up a little bit. Folding over your right leg. Relax your head and neck. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold back in. Good. Hold for one more breath cycle here. Inhale. Exhale. Your left hand is going to stay planted inside of your right foot. Inhale to just twist your right arm open. Twisting your heart open towards the right. Drive that right hip back. It's going to want to stick out, giving you those tail feathers over towards the right. Drive the right hip back. Bringing it in line with the left as you take a breath in. Reach up through your right fingertips. Then exhale, take a slight bend into your right knee. Inhale, lift your left leg high for revolved half moon. Power through your left leg, flexing your left toes down towards the ground. Keep twisting your heart open towards the right. Good, drawing your right shoulder a little bit more open, stacking it on top of the left. Keep breathing here. One more breath round. Keep your left leg lifted. Lower your right hand down for standing split. Square your hips off towards the earth. So lowering your left hip down in line with the right. Relax your head and neck and let your heart melt back towards the top of your right thigh. Maybe you walk your fingertips a little bit closer towards your right foot. Option to take a bind with one hand or both around your right ankle. Wherever you are, deepen your breath. One more breath cycle here. Inhale. Exhale, steps your left foot to the back of the mat. Low lunge. Right foot steps back to meet the left plank pose. Flow through your vinyasa, slowly lowering to hover and chaturanga. Inhaling, lifting your heart high. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Good work. Next inhale, lift your left leg high. Curl in, knee to nose. Shift forward, shoulders over your wrists. Inhale, kick it up and back. Exhale, left knee to your left elbow or your left tricep. Use your core to lift that knee a little higher. Inhale, kick it up and back. Exhale to twist, left knee to your right elbow. Let it touch your right elbow, then kick your left knee out towards the right for fallen triangle. Press into the outside edge of your left foot as you lift your hips high, lift your right arm up towards the ceiling. Maybe you turn your left toes down towards the ground. Go ahead, take a breath in, lift high. Exhale, lower your right palm down and draw your left knee into your chest. Good, then kick it up and back for three-legged dog. Super strong. Exhale, step through low lunge. Inhale for warrior one. Turn your right toes down towards the ground. Lift your heart. Press into the outside edge of your right foot as you square your hips off towards the front. Deepen the bend into your left knee. Breath in. Exhale, release your hands to clasp at your lower back, taking that awkward clasp, the opposite thumb on top. Roll your shoulders back and down. Take a breath in as you reach the clasp towards the earth. Lift your heart, lift your chin. Exhale, fold in. Left shoulder draws inside of your left knee as you release down for humble warrior. Keep pressing into the outside edge of your right foot. Maybe extending your clasp up towards the sky. Relax through your head and neck. Let your head hang heavy here as you breathe. Keep bending into your left knee. Hold here for one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, release your palms down to frame your left foot. Come onto your right toes, low runner's lunge. Plant your right hand. Inhale, twist your left arm open. Stacking your left shoulder on top of the right. Sending your gaze up towards your left fingertips. Good, then power into that right leg. Make it straight and strong, activating your inner thighs here. Keep that deep bend in your left knee. Then you'll just lift your torso up. Inhale, reach your left fingertips towards the back. Your right fingertips reach up off the mat as you twist your heart open towards the left side. Good. If you wiggle, if you fall, it's okay. We just get right back into it. Maybe we laugh at ourselves. Maybe you catch your gaze in the mirror and you smile. Send your gaze back towards your left thumb as you take a breath in. Exhale to reverse, left palm to the top of your right thigh. Reach your right arm up and back. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Straighten through your left leg for pyramid pose. Step your right foot up to shorten your stance here. Folding over your left leg. Relax your head and neck. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold back in over your left leg. Good. Deepen your breath here. Let it be audible. Focusing on the sounds and the sensations. Come back into your body, into this perfect vessel that you've been given to experience life. Take one more breath here. Then your right hand will stay inside of your left foot. Inhale to twist your left arm open. Drawing that left hip back, square it off to the right. Twisting your heart open towards the left. Hold for one more breath. Then take that slight bend into your left knee. Inhale to lift your right leg high for revolved half moon. Good. Keep that micro bend in your left knee, not locking out your joints and relying upon bone stacking, but use the strength of your muscles here to hold you up. Powering through your right leg. Lifting up through your left fingertips as you spiral your heart open towards the left side of the room. Maybe you send your gaze up towards your left fingertips. Hold for one more breath. Keep your right leg lifted. Just lower your left palm down, standing split. Square off your legs. Square off your hips towards the earth so that your right hip is going to come down just a little bit to come in line with the left. Flex through your right toes. Let your head hang heavy, walking your hands a little bit closer towards your left foot. Maybe they surround your left foot, or you take a bind, wrapping one hand or both around your left ankle, your left calf. All right. Deepen your breath. Power into that right leg. Inhale. Exhale, step it to the back of the mat. Low lunge. Step your left foot back to meet the right. Flow through your vinyasa. Meeting back in downward facing dog. Good. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Reach your heart forward. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, chair pose. Lift your arms high. Good. Hug your legs together. Bend into your knees a little bit deeper. Take a breath in. Exhale, drag your hands to your heart center. This time, right elbow outside of your left knee. Prayer twist. Drawing your hands in towards your heart center, in towards your sternum. Draw your right knee back in line with the left. Deepening your twist here. Reach the crown of your head forward. Reach your tailbone back. Inhale. Deepen your twist. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Release all the way down. Good. Then walk your feet out to hips width distance apart. Plant your left hand in between your feet. Bend into your left knee. Inhale. Twist your right arm open. Bend into your left knee as you reach up. Gaze up. Good. Exhale, forward fold and switch. Right hand plants, right knee bends. Inhale your left arm high. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Heel toe your big toes back to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, spine lengthens. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back. Chaturanga. Inhale to lift your heart high. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, bend your knees, stack your hips. Right hip stacks on top of the left. Then lift up through your right knee, drawing your right heel towards your left butt cheek, and then actively press back down into that right hand, trying to find equal weight in both of your hands. Twisting your heart open, really open up through the front of your right side body. Inhale. Exhale, flipping your dog, drop your right foot over towards the left. Find your foundation in your feet. Press into your feet, then lift your hips high. Good. Hold for your breath in. Exhale, come out the way you came back in. Slowly flipping back over, lift your right leg high. Exhale, draw your right knee towards your right wrist, releasing your right foot towards your left hand for half pigeon pose. Lengthen your left leg straight back behind you, untucking your toes. Good. Inch your left toes a little bit further towards the back of your mat. Make sure your right hip is outside of your right knee. Inhale to lift your heart. Walk your fingertips back behind your hips. Exhale, slowly walk your fingertips out in front, forward folding over your right shin. Coming into your pigeon pose. Starting to slow down. Observing the physical body and where we physically hold tension. So right now you might feel it in your right hip. Maybe you feel it in your shoulders or your jaw. Deepen your breath. Send a big inhale into your right hip, creating space. Maybe your butt is clenching. Let it relax. Let your body start to surrender into this pose. Just observing what it wants to do. What is your natural inclination? Is it to want to wiggle and try to make it more comfortable, or to just quit, to get out of it? Or can you just deepen your breath and be here? Allowing yourself to just get a little bit physically uncomfortable. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Next inhale lifts you up to fingertips. Roll over onto your right hip and swing your left leg out in front. Straighten your left leg towards the front left corner of your mat. Drawing your right heel in towards the top of your left thigh. Your left leg will point, towards the front left corner of your mat. So draw it a little bit more forward. Then inhale, reach your arms up high towards the sky. Turn your heart to face your left toes. Then telescope your spine forward as you forward fold over your left leg. Keep reaching your heart forward, your chin towards your toes. Your belly button towards your knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift your heart. Plant your right palm behind your tailbone. Then start to press your hips high, rolling onto the top of your right shin. Your left toes turn down towards the ground for stargazer pose. Reach your left arm up and over towards the back. Stretch all along the front of your body. Should feel really yummy. Take a breath in. Exhale, release your hips and lower down. Release your right leg out to meet the left. You can shake out your legs, bounce your knees up and down. Then grab for the back of your thighs and rock along the length of your spine, coming back to downward facing dog. Moving towards the other side for pigeon pose. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Drawing your left hip up on top of the right. Lifting your left knee high and drawing your left heel towards your right butt cheek. Square your shoulders off, pressing back down into your left palm. Take a breath in to lift your left knee a little higher. Exhale, flip your dog, stepping your left foot over to the right. Find your foundation in your feet. Press down equally through the soles of your feet. Then lift your hips high. Good. Take a breath in. Exhale, flips you back over. Left leg lifts high. Knee draws towards your left wrist. Your foot towards your right hand. Lengthen your right leg straight back behind you. Maybe you inch those right toes a little bit further back, deepening your half pigeon. Inhale to walk your fingertips back behind your hips. Lift your heart high. Take a big breath in. Exhale, crawl your fingertips out in front, folding over your left shin. Try to find the same variation of pigeon that you took on the other side. And then once you've found that, just be with it. So don't fidget or wiggle or try to make it easier. Deepen your breath. Just observing when thoughts arise, acknowledging them, and then coming back into this present moment, taking a breath in, then releasing. Exhale, letting it go. Staying here, breathing. Send your breath into your left hip. Scan your body for any places that are still clenching, that are still holding back. Release into those places. Breathe into those places. Having some compassion for your body, knowing that you're right where you're meant to be, right here, right now. Just breathing into this present moment. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale to lift back up to your fingertips. Roll over onto your left hip. Swing your right leg out in front. Draw the sole of your left foot into the top of your right thigh. Extending your right heel towards the front right corner of your mat. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, telescoping your spine forward. Reach your nose towards your toes. You fold in. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift up. This time your left palm plants behind your tailbone. Lift your hips high. Turn your right toes down towards the ground as you press up onto your left shin. Reach your right arm up and back. Feeling that stretch all along the front of your body. Breath in. Exhale to release. Hips lower all the way down towards the earth. Extend your left leg out to meet the right. Bounce your knees up and down on the mat. Good. Then reach your fingertips forward and we'll roll down onto our back one vertebrae at a time. Start with your tailbone. Rolling down into your sacrum, your lower back, your middle back. Then releasing your shoulders and your head all the way down. Good. Bend your knees, draw your heels in towards your butt. Make sure your toes are pointing straight forward. Your feet are hips width distance apart. We'll press up into bridge pose one time. So press into your feet, lift your hips high, rock your shoulders underneath your heart. Then clasp your hands under your sacrum as you lift up. Good. Deepen your breath here. Sending your breath down into your belly, but keep knitting your ribs together. 2 more breaths rounds here. Inhale, hips lift high. Exhale. Big breath in. Exhale, release your hands and roll down, releasing your hips down towards the earth. You can windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Then if you'd like to take a reclined twist or a happy baby here, yogi's choice, finishing up your practice here this morning, whatever would feel good in your body. Starting to just slow down your breath. If you're unhappy baby, grabbing for the outside of your feet, driving your heels towards the sky, and then pull your feet down towards the earth as your knees release down towards your armpits, a little bit closer towards the ground. Maybe you roll your tailbone down a little bit closer to the earth. Your tailbone wants to curl up here. Press it down. And in your time, release your feet, release all movement. You can let your feet flop open at the end of your mat. Your palms rest at your side, away from your body. Take up as much space as you need. Closing your eyes. You can rock your shoulder blades a little bit underneath your heart so they kind of cradle the weight of your chest. Releasing your jaw, let your tongue rest away from the roof of your mouth. Let your eyes grow heavy in their sockets. Relaxing every bone, every muscle. Just letting your entire body melt into the earth. Returning to your natural breath. Lay here to rest and receive. I'll let you know when it's time to reawaken. Shavasana.